What's up guys, welcome to Daily Refinement. Today's video I'm going to go over some different scenarios in which you wouldn't sell on eBay. So I actually got a voice message from my friend Caleb at Phoenix Resale, and he was asking whether or not he should do eBay at all. So I'm going to go over his recording. It's about 45 seconds in the beginning, so after that I'll get into the exact information that he is asking, but he essentially is selling on eBay, Whatnot, and Amazon, and he also has a YouTube channel, and he also has a couple of different other opportunities. So I think in today's age with so many opportunities for all of us, how do you evaluate it and build the plan? So I'm going to give my thoughts on that, but before that, we'll listen to this 45-second clip of him, and then we'll get into the show.
Hey there, Chris. I am currently considering a pretty dramatic shift in my business model, taking eBay essentially out of the equation. Right now, I sell on Amazon, eBay, and the live auction app Whatnot I've been selling a lot on. And I wanted to get your initial thoughts on taking all my eBay stuff, it's about 100 listings, and just gradually selling it all on Whatnot and having one less platform to think about. Mostly because I see you as the foremost leading expert on YouTube pretty much on reselling, especially when it comes to like tactics and strategy. And I know you've spoken at length in the past about the value of having, I think the context that you talk about is just one platform that you focus on. I'm thinking about going from 3 down to 2.
Okay, Caleb, so here is my thoughts. Right now you're selling on eBay, you're selling on Amazon, and you're selling on Whatnot. I know that Amazon is 70 to 80% of your business, and you're dabbling with the live auction site and also eBay. So this is a 3-pronged approach, but you also have a YouTube channel, and you also have either sponsorships from people who are trying to get onto your channel, or you have your own product, which I noticed is a lead magnet helping people find what things to sell. So that's essentially 5 different income streams that I can see. Now, this is how I would approach it, and I want to have this overall theme. And for everyone listening right now, this is how I would look at things. Can you do it forever? So is it permanent? And the second thing is, can you actually scale it? So could you grow that business over time? So when it comes to video games and content, if you look at YouTube as a SKU, essentially what you're doing is you're making a new listing too. YouTube is just a search platform. So you're making content that people would want to watch. Now, in order to do that in the video game niche or any niche, you need content. So for you to scale, Caleb, I think number 1, you need more video games. So that's either going to come 2 different ways. Either you going out and hunting more video games, or you purchasing lots and trying to get the best stuff from it and getting rid of the lower end stuff. There's 2 ways to get more video games. More video games equals more content. So how I would approach these 3 different platforms is eBay, I would approach only the high-end games, the graded, the super rare, because eBay has the most traffic, 100 million users. If it doesn't go on to Amazon for that normal $10 to $500 flip, and it's a super rare graded game, maybe go private auction site or eBay. This is going to basically function as like really cool content because you're going to find that super high buyer, or with the auction site like a Heritage Auctions, that's going to be the same type of reason that you would use that site. Now, there is one caveat, which is with eBay, it works best if you're actually top rated seller, because as you get super expensive, you have more fraud. I have some sales that are above $1,000, and I like my top rated seller plus status because it allows me to give the buyer a partial refund in case something goes wrong. And I can always ask eBay to step in if there's a fraudulent transaction, and eBay has always had my back. So I think you need to maintain top rated seller, which means that would be the one part of your business I do not outsource. I would personally list the super high-end games on eBay to make sure that all the details are correct and you maintain perfect account health. Amazon is the same. So we're talking about scale now, right? So you're ordering more games, or you're processing more games from going out and hunting. What I would use a person to help you with is processing those games, grading, testing, and just sort of helping you sort. That's what I do here. I have different avenues for clothing that's super high-end. I don't sell any super high-end clothing in my eBay store because it's not the right platform. So I actually send that stuff to the Real. I also have lower-end stuff that I don't sell. It doesn't meet my profit potential, and those go in the wholesale boxes. So if I have to pay somebody to help me list them, those don't qualify. But if I wholesale them to somebody else who lists them on their own, then it would be worth it. So that's how I think you should use Whatnot. So Whatnot, especially with your platform, your audience can buy it from you and then resell that item for a profit. maybe their time, since it's worth less than yours, it's worth it for them. So Whatnot is great. It's also easier potentially to hire a host for Whatnot than to hire a photographer lister for eBay. Although I did watch your speed run video, and I honestly think you do have time to run a small eBay store, and it wouldn't take too much time away from you, especially since your eBay store should just be the high-end stuff. But I personally am going to be dabbling in Whatnot for the first time on Friday, and I'm looking to hire a host. So I'm looking for somebody to run Whatnot on a scheduled basis, so either every week or maybe, depending on how women's clothing goes on there, I might do 7 days a week or 5 days a week, have a scheduled Whatnot broadcast. And that's what we're looking at here, permanent, things that last forever and things that you can really control. So on your YouTube channel, that's why I would aim for you growing your own company where you're providing leads for people to buy video games. I would prefer you grow that, then get the sponsorship deal. And it's tempting because sometimes companies reach out to me for sponsorship opportunities, but I know personally I'd rather plug my own company. So these are things that can scale over time. Of course, over time, your audience will grow and grow and grow, and you'll be able to charge more and more for these sponsorship opportunities. But I would rather you start your own company. Helping people make money is a fantastic niche. It's also important and a needed service in today's age, as more people are earning not enough money at work, or more people want to resell for a living. That type of content will continue to grow. I consider you somebody who's on the up and up, and you share what people can actually make profit-wise. Use video games is also something that you can ungate on Amazon relatively easily. So I do like the way that you're presenting your information for people to learn. But from these 3 different platforms, since most of your money happens at Amazon, it's always confusing though, because the super high-end home runs are going to be on eBay or another platform. So you don't want to lose that. And also, I'm a fan of having everything open. I have an active Amazon account that I just sell a few items a month just to make sure I'm in perfect standing with Amazon in case I want to go that route later in the future. So it's almost like 90% of your focus should be on one platform, which in this scenario, I would say your Amazon video game business fuels your YouTube channel. So if you always have a fantastic video game business, you will never run out of content. So for me personally, as I grow my clothing store, I never run out of ideas because it's a challenge. There's always new hurdles. And as you grow your business, the complexity actually grows. And complexity is what people want to watch on YouTube. Complexity is interesting. Complexity is fascinating. Unique, random stuff comes from volume. The more stuff I buy, the more interesting finds that I find. I'll find, as an example, I found a Nike shirt where the country of origin was cut out of the tag. Okay, so that there's some shenanigans involved with that, with people importing and exporting things that they shouldn't be. That's interesting content. But if I was just selling the same Nike shirt over and over again, wouldn't be able to make a video. So the way I look at your business is permanence and scale is how I would look at it. Could I do it forever? Can you make YouTubes forever? For the most part. Could you scale your video game business? Absolutely. So I actually recommend that you join our Thursday night call if you can at 4 p.m. because we have some of the largest video game sellers in the world in that group. We have Brad with 45 employees. He was one of the largest, he's one of the largest sellers on Amazon in the video game niche, but he also was one of the largest sellers on eBay too. So you can watch him balance between selling selling video games on Amazon, potentially on his own website, because Amazon is also finicky. You can lose your Amazon account too, because if you sell a video game that somebody claims is counterfeit, even if you're one of the largest video game sellers on the platform, you can still be suspended. So that gentleman in our group was talking about maybe starting his own website and maybe selling on eBay on the side. So it's always a balancing act because you have these different ways of approaching it. But I would say selling on eBay, Whatnot, and Amazon for you is not 3 separate businesses per se. It's essentially just extensions of the same business. But I think the way that you would scale is you have somebody helping you process, grade, so you could buy more games. You obviously know at Video Game Source Jack as well, so shout out to Jack. And Jack is a huge video game seller, and he does it also mainly solo. And he's been trying to scale too. He's a 7-figure Amazon video game seller, but he has like storage units full of games that are unprocessed. So I just texted him before making this video and asked him what his thoughts were. And he was saying, yes, you should focus 100% on your channel because you've got, meteoric growth on there, your YouTube channel is blowing up. So maybe you should focus your time there. But I think a lot of that has to do with your abilities as a reseller. So I think right now we're thinking about scale. Both you and Jack need to hire someone to help you process. And although that's scary because you might have to have somewhere outside of your home where you meet with somebody, it is going to cost a little bit more money to set that up. But for me personally, much easier to hire somebody off-site, not having people at my place. That's something that, you know, always is a privacy issue. I know you and your wife were talking about paying off your home. Trying to keep YouTube public life and private life separate sometimes can be a challenge as well. So I like having a separate place of work. So if you have that, you can have somebody come in and help you process the games. And I feel like that's going to help you scale. Your YouTube videos are awesome and very heavily edited, it looks like. So I don't know if you have an editor helping you, but I've been doing that as well, trying to have an editor help me make better videos that deliver more value to the customer. And so for you, you have both. You have education and entertainment, which is a very rare combination. So I think you should buy more games because that's really going to help you get to that next level. Hopefully, I wish you luck to 1 million subscribers. So I think key is focus on forever. So if you have a big video game business, everything else will take care of itself. And that's what the person that can help you scale can do, help you put those pieces in place. So I appreciate you guys. Those of you listening to my normal channel, subscribe to Phoenix Resale. Appreciate you guys. See you next time.